In this video, we will walk through Jenkins X installation on Google Cloud Platform. Let's start with the requirements. You need GCP account, gcloud command line tool. This is part of Google Cloud SDK. kubectl binary version 1.22 or higher, JX binary version 3.2.x or higher, Git client version 2.20 or higher, Terraform binary version 0.13.0. Keep in mind that the version requirements might change in the future, so please refer to Jenkins X documentation to validate the latest requirements. You will also need a GitHub user account and a GitHub org. Make sure you are meeting all the requirements before proceeding to the next steps. Infrastructure resources are stored inside GitHub repos. These repos are created and maintained by the Jenkins X community. The first repo contains Terraform scripts and configuration. The second repo contains Jenkins X specific resources. Let's start by generating Terraform repo. From the drop-down, select the user or org where you want to store this repo. Give it a name. If you like, you can also provide a description. Let's make this a private repo. Click on Create Repository from Template. Next, let's follow the similar steps for creating the cluster repo. Select user or org. Give it a name. Let's make this one private too and click on Create Repo from Template. You are now ready to install Jenkins X. Let's start with cloning our Terraform infrastructure repo. Next, we will modify the values.auto.tfvars file. The following entries should be inside this file. JX git URL should point to GSM infrastructure repo we generated earlier. GCP project is the name of your Google Cloud project. Cluster name is user-defined name for your Jenkins X cluster. GSM Boolean flag tells Jenkins X that we are using Google Secret Manager for handling secrets, and the last flag will be used when deleting this cluster. Save this file and commit changes to Git and push to the main repository. Next, we will create environment variables to store our GitHub credentials. Terraform install script will use these credentials to connect to our infrastructure repos. The first variable will store your GitHub username. The second variable will store your GitHub personal access token. Next, let's authenticate with your GCP account. Please log in with your GCP account email ID and password. We are now ready to launch Terraform commands. Terraform init will initialize Terraform in our local directory. Terraform apply will start the installation process. The installation will take somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes. The installation process will create a 3-node Kubernetes cluster in US Central 1A zone and install Jenkins X in that cluster. Install command just finished. Now let's connect to the cluster so we can view the logs. Let's check the installation logs. All looks good here. Let's verify the installation. The running state of the pods indicates this installation is successful. This concludes the demo.